I got good at hiding pain behind ordinary days, laughing at the right moments, then falling quiet on the drive home. There were nights I stayed awake without knowing what hurt exactly, just something heavy in my chest that wouldn't let me fully rest. The part of me that stayed still reaches toward the warmth slowly, still believes a tired heart can learn to beat softly again. And maybe that's enough tonight. Maybe survival can look gentle, like holding your own sadness without letting it swallow you whole. I don't miss the past the same now. The memories are lost some of their sharpness. They still visit when I'm tired, but they no longer pull me under. Some feelings leave in pieces quietly, without announcing themselves, until one day the weight is lighter, and the part of me that stayed still opens when the world feels colder, still finds small reasons to remain tender through all of this. Maybe healing sounds this quiet, maybe peace arrives this slowly, like cold hands warming little by little around a fading fire. I spend so much time trying not to feel everything. Then one night I finally stopped running, and the silence didn't hurt me anymore. And the part of me that stayed no longer shakes the way it used to. The sadness still lives somewhere inside me, but it breathes softer now. And for the first time in a long while, I let the night pass through me gently, without turning every lonely feeling into proof that I was broken. Softly, my heart stayed soft, even after everything. I spent years trying to seem unaffected, laughing things off before they could touch me, swallowing hurt quietly before anyone else could notice it first. tenderness was something inconvenient, like feeling deeply made me harder to love. So I learned to soften my reactions before they could take up space around other people. But I don't apologize for feeling things anymore. Not for caring deeply, not for remembering small changes, not for the way certain words stay with me long after they're spoken. And somehow that changed the way I move through the world. Like my heart finally stopped shrinking itself to make other people comfortable. There are still moments I replay conversations too many times. Still evenings I grow quiet suddenly after something hurts more than I expected. But I no longer turn against myself for it. I let the feeling exist without shame now. The sadness still reaches me sometimes, but it no longer makes me feel weak for having a heart. No, I don't apologize for feeling things anymore. More honest, less hidden, less exhausted from pretending. Everything rolls off me, and every piece of grief inside me feels quieter when it returns now. Like soft porch lights glowing faintly at the edge of sleeping neighborhoods. I thought healing meant becoming less sensitive, but maybe healing begins here. The moment you stop treating your softness like something that needs to be corrected. I don't apologize for feeling things anymore. The ache still reaches me certain nights, but it no longer fills me with shame for being moved by this life so deeply. And tonight, for once, I let my heart respond exactly as it wants to, without trying to quiet it halfway through. Softly, my heart remained open, even after being hurt. I used to leave the radio playing just to keep my thoughts from settling. Anything felt easier back then than hearing my own heart too clearly. There were nights I drove nowhere until the streets all looked the same trying to outrun the heaviness that always knew my name. That's the way my heart slowed down, not through answers, not through time alone, just from getting tired of carrying everything. And all the hurt that once burned loudly became quieter in my chest, like tired hands finally loosening after holding on too long. I still have moments where grief returns without warning, but it no longer fills the whole sky inside me the way it used to. Now it passes through more gently, like distant thunder moving on. Still there, still real, just no longer impossible to survive. That's the way my heart slowed down, little by little in the dark, not healed, not untouched, just softer around the broken parts. And every memory I once feared feels lighter when it comes back now, like my soul finally learned it doesn't have to brace itself forever. I thought peace would arrive like sunlight, but maybe peace is smaller than that. Maybe it's simply this: no longer feeling afraid of your own mind. That's the way my heart slowed down. The ache still lives somewhere beneath me, but it no longer pulls me under every time the world gets quiet. And tonight, for the first time in years, I let the stillness stay beside me without trying to drown it out. Softly, my heart unclenched, and the night passed gently through me. I used to keep myself moving just to stay ahead of my thoughts. Long drives, unfinished conversations, anything but sitting still too long, because silence had a way of pulling old feelings back to the surface. The memories, the fear, the parts of myself I couldn't carry gently yet. But I don't run from myself anymore. I don't leave the second things turn heavy. I stay long enough to hear what my heart is trying to say, even when my chest tightens, even when old sadness returns without warning. And little by little, something inside me stopped hiding. There are still nights where I reach for distractions automatically. Still moments I drift somewhere distant before I even notice I'm gone. But I come back sooner now. I don't disappear inside the feeling for hours. The loneliness still finds me, but it no longer feels endless when it does. No, I don't run from myself anymore. I stop treating every emotion like danger. Still tender, still unfinished, but no longer turning away from my own heart. And every piece of grief inside me feels quieter beneath my skin now, like wind bending tall grass slowly without pulling anything from the ground. I thought healing meant escaping pain forever, but maybe healing begins here. The moment you stop leaving yourself alone inside the hardest parts of being alive. I don't run from myself anymore. The ache still reaches me certain evenings, but it no longer convinces me that disappearing is the only way through it. And tonight, for once, I let my thoughts settle where they are, without trying to outrun them again. Softly, the room stayed quiet, and I stayed too. I used to leave the television on until I fell asleep exhausted. Silence felt too close back then, like it knew every thought I was avoiding. There were nights I kept driving long after I should have gone home, just to feel movement around me when my heart felt unbearably still. But I don't fear the quiet now. It doesn't press against my chest anymore. It settles softer around me, like blankets cooling after midnight. And all the hurt I carried loudly feels smaller in my hands these days. Still tender, still present, just no longer impossible to hold. Sometimes your memory still appears in the middle of ordinary moments, and for a second my body forgets you're gone. But the ache fades fast, and now it no longer follows me for hours, like rain passing through trees without breaking every branch. Now I don't fear the quiet now. The stillness feels different lately. Not empty, not endless, just somewhere I can finally breathe. And every piece of grief inside me feels calmer when it returns, like my soul stopped treating sadness as something it had to survive alone. Maybe peace isn't happiness. Maybe peace is this: no longer feeling abandoned by your own mind at night. I don't fear the quiet now. The darkness no longer rushes through me. The pain still lives somewhere beneath it all, but it no longer speaks for everything. And tonight, for the first time in years, I let the silence stay beside me without trying to drown it out. Softly, the room stayed still, and I stayed too. There were nights my thoughts turned loud, the second everything became still. Every feeling felt too close to my skin, like I couldn't breathe around it. I used to dread those hours when nothing distracted me anymore, when even small memories could keep me awake until morning. But the nights don't swallow me now. The loneliness loosens faster these days. It still reaches me sometimes, but it no longer steals all the air from the room. And all the fear I carried quietly feels smaller inside my body now, like shadows thinning slowly before the sun fully arrives. There are evenings I still drift backward into old versions of myself, but I don't disappear inside them anymore. I let the feeling come and leave. I stopped treating every sadness like something dangerous, and somewhere inside that surrender, my heart became less exhausted by living. Now the nights don't swallow me of grief inside me feels calmer when it returns, like deep water settling again after carrying too much wind. I thought survival meant never collapsing, but maybe survival is this: trusting yourself to come back together afterward. The nights don't swallow me now. The ache no longer fills the whole sky inside me. The sadness still arrives without warning sometimes, but it no longer speaks louder than my own heart. And tonight, for the first time in years, I'll let the stillness stay beside me without trying to outrun it. Softly, the night moved around me, and I kept breathing. I don't check my phone as much when the night gets hard now. Your name still crosses my mind, but it passes quieter somehow. Some mornings feel less heavy, some tears don't fall as far. I stopped trying to outrun every feeling in my heart. Some nights feel lighter, like my soul finally sat down. Not healed, not finished, just tired of carrying it all alone. And all the love that once felt painful feels warmer in the dark, like a fire burning low and steady instead of falling apart. I still have moments where missing you comes suddenly, but it leaves more gently now, like rain moving through trees. Time didn't take the sadness, it only made it softer. And maybe that's enough tonight. Maybe that's what healing does. Some nights feel lighter, like the silence finally changed. Not empty, not lonely, just quieter than before. And every memory that once cut deep feels slower in my chest, like my heart stopped fighting long enough to finally get some rest. I thought peace would feel bigger, but maybe peace is small. Maybe it sounds like breathing without hurting at all. Some nights feel lighter, and tonight is one of them. The ache still lives somewhere inside me, but it no longer owns my skin. And for the first time in a long time, I let the quiet stay, without turning every little feeling into something I should escape. Softly, I stopped running from the silence. Softly, I let myself stay. For a long time, I thought the feeling would stay forever, like my body had memorized sadness too deeply to let it go. I carried it into everything, even ordinary afternoons felt heavier then, like I was always one thought away from falling back into it. But the feeling finally passed, not suddenly, not all at once, just slowly enough for me to trust it. And one evening I noticed my chest felt lighter, before I even understood why. Like my heart had quietly stopped waiting for something painful to happen. There are still songs I skip sometimes, still certain words that catch inside me, but they no longer pull me backward for hours at a time. I stopped reopening old hurt just to prove it still existed. And somewhere in that surrender, the heaviness began leaving on its own. Yes, the feeling finally passed, the fear stopped living in every silence. Not gone, not erased, just no longer attached to everything. And every piece of grief I carried feels different against my body now, like taking off something heavy you forgot you'd been wearing for years. I thought healing would feel obvious, but it arrived quietly instead. One day I simply stopped hurting as loudly, and the feeling finally passed. The ache no longer reaches every corner of me. The sadness still returns without warning sometimes, but it no longer changes who I am for the rest of the night. And tonight, for once, I let the memory rise and disappear without following it down. Softly, the feeling moved through me and kept moving. was a time I wanted my old self back, before sleep became difficult, before my chest stayed tight for no reason. I thought healing meant returning to who I was before everything hurt, before tiredness settled into my smile, before silence started feeling heavy. But I don't miss who I was before, not in the way I used to. That version of me carried everything quietly and called it strength. And all the pain I tried to outrun changed me in ways I finally understand. Not ruined, not colder, just more honest underneath it all. There are still evenings where old feelings find me unexpectedly. I still go quiet sometimes in the middle of ordinary moments, but I no longer fear what I feel the way I once did. And somehow that softened me more than pretending I was untouched. No, I don't miss who I was before. The ache no longer makes me wanna disappear. Not healed, not fearless, just less divided inside myself now. And every piece of grief inside me feels calmer when it returns, like distant train sounds fading slowly long after midnight passes. I thought pain had taken too much from me. Maybe some things were lost, but maybe surviving also gave me a softer way to hold the world. I don't miss who I was before. Sadness still reaches me certain nights, but it no longer makes me wish to become someone else to escape it. And tonight, for once, I let myself remain exactly as I am, without needing to explain the unfinished parts. Softly, I became someone gentler and kept going. There was a time every small shift felt dangerous to me. An unanswered message, a pause too long, a voice sounding slightly farther away. My body reacted before my thoughts could, like fear had moved into my nervous system, quietly memorizing every silence, every change in the air between people. But the fear doesn't speak as loudly now. It still startles me sometimes, still wakes something restless inside my chest. But it no longer fills every corner of me the way it once did. And somehow that quiet change altered everything, like my heart slowly realizing not every silence ends in loss. There are still mornings where tension reaches my body too early. Still moments I reread simple words, searching for distance that isn't there. But I catch myself sooner now. I don't disappear into the spiral the same way. The loneliness still finds me sometimes, but it no longer rewrites the entire day. No, the fear doesn't speak as loudly now. More open, more grounded, less ruled by every passing feeling. And every piece of grief inside me feels softer when it returns now, like thin fence wire humming quietly in winter wind, without snapping under the pressure. I thought healing meant becoming fearless, but maybe healing begins here. The moment your body stops reacting, like every new hurt is the old one returning. The fear doesn't speak as loudly now. The ache still reaches me certain evenings, but it no longer convinces me that every beautiful thing is about to disappear. And tonight, for once, I let the silence remain unfinished, without rushing to protect myself from it. Softly, my breathing stayed even, while the night kept moving around me. I used to fill every empty moment before my thoughts could catch up to me. Keeping busy felt safer then than sitting still with my own heart. But exhaustion changes something in you. It makes pretending harder to maintain. And somewhere in all that tiredness, I stopped running every time sadness appeared. Now I no longer argue with the feeling. I let it arrive, I let it fade, without turning it into catastrophe. And all the hurt I carry quietly feels different beneath my skin these days, like a door left slightly open and instead of always shutting hard against the world. Some nights still feel heavier than others. I still reach for distraction sometimes, but I notice the feeling sooner now, before it swallows the whole evening. I stop demanding peace from myself. The second pain returned, and somehow that changed me more than all the years I spent resisting what I felt. Now I no longer argue with the feeling. The heaviness doesn't frighten me the same way. Not healed, not fearless, just less at war with my own mind. And every piece of grief inside me feels quieter when it returns, like distant lights dimming slowly at the edge of a long drive home. Strength meant never falling apart. Now I think strength is softer than that. Maybe strength is this, staying open even after being hurt deeply. I no longer argue with the feeling. The ache still rises unexpectedly sometimes, but it no longer convinces me that everything inside me is collapsing again. And tonight, for once, I let the feeling move all the way through me, without trying to stop it halfway. Softly, the heaviness passed through, and I remained. There were mornings my chest felt tight before the day had even started, like my body already knew how hard it would be to carry myself again. I answered people carefully back then, afraid one simple question might pull something loose inside me I couldn't put back together. It was before my hands stopped shaking, before my heart loosened its grip, before every small sadness stopped feeling like the end of the world. I thought I'd always move through life like something inside me was breaking quietly, but little by little the fear grew tired too. Some days still arrive uneven, like sleep never fully reached me. But I no longer panic when the pass through now without turning it into disaster. And somehow that softened me more than all the years I spent resisting it. That was before my hand stopped shaking, before the heaviness lost its sharp edges, before I learned some feelings only want space to breathe. And every piece of pain I carried feels calmer in my body now, like waves settling farther out where they can no longer pull me under. I spent years trying to outrun myself, then one evening I became too tired to keep running. And that's when healing finally found me. Now my hands don't shake the same, the ache no longer floods through me. The sadness still lives somewhere deep, but it doesn't speak for all of me anymore. And tonight, for the first time in years, I let my thoughts rise and disappear without believing they would destroy me. Softly, my heart beat steadied, and the night kept moving. I heard your name last week and didn't look away from it. That surprised me more than I know how to explain. There was a time one small reminder could ruin my whole night. Now it just passes through me like wind through an open screen. I don't carry it the same. The weight rests lower these days. Not gone, not forgotten, just easier for my heart to hold. And all the love I thought would break me feels quieter in my chest now, like a fire left burning low after everyone has gone to sleep. Still have moments where missing you arrives suddenly, but it no longer pulls me backward into everything I couldn't change. Time did something gentle to me while I wasn't paying attention. The sadness kept its shape, but lost some of its sharp edges. I don't carry it the same. little by little with the years. Maybe that's what surviving is, not becoming untouched, just becoming softer around the places that hurt. I don't carry it the same, and tonight I finally believe that the pain still lives somewhere inside me, but it no longer speaks for all of me. And for the first time in a long while, I let the quiet stay untouched, without turning every lonely feeling into proof that I was broken. Softly, the weight loosened slowly, and I stayed with myself. I don't hide my sadness the way I once did. I let it move through the room now without apologizing for it. Some mornings still feel heavy before anything even happens, like my body wakes up remembering what my mind already laid down. Some parts of me are still healing, still tender when the world gets too close, still startled by certain feelings I thought I had already outgrown. But I've become kinder to myself lately, in small invisible ways, and maybe that's why breathing feels easier than it used to. There are evenings I still go quiet for reasons I can't fully explain, but I no longer panic when old hurt brushes against me. I stop forcing every feeling to become something meaningful, and somewhere inside that surrender, the heaviness began thinning out. Some parts of me are still healing, still learning how to trust calm moments, still carrying old sorrow carefully without letting it take over everything. And every piece of grief inside me feels softer against my skin now, like faraway thunder fading slowly beyond the edge of the hills. I used to think healing meant never hurting again. Now I think it means this: the pain arrives sometimes because of it. Some parts of me are still healing. The ache still reaches me certain nights, but it no longer changes the shape of who I am. By the time morning comes, and tonight, for once, I let myself remain unfinished, without mistaking that for brokenness. Softly, the feeling passed through me, and I stayed open. For a long time, everything felt far away from me. People talking, music playing, whole days passing without reaching me fully. I moved through afternoons like I was standing behind glass somewhere, watching life continue without knowing how to step back inside it. But the world feels closer again, in small, ordinary ways. I notice warmth in familiar voices. I hear songs staying with me afterward. I stay present longer in conversations now, instead of drifting somewhere distant halfway through. And somehow that feels bigger than I can explain. There are still moments where loneliness reaches me unexpectedly. Still evenings my thoughts grow heavy without warning first. But I no longer disappear so quickly. The feeling moves through differently now, like cold wind passing through open trees, without stripping every branch bare. Yes, the world feels closer again, not brighter, not perfect, just easier to remain inside. And every piece of grief within me feels softer when it returns, like distant headlights fading gradually across empty roads after midnight. I thought healing would feel dramatic, but maybe it begins here, the moment life stops feeling so far away from you. The world feels closer again. The ache still reaches me certain nights, but it no longer separates me from everything still quietly alive around me. And tonight, for once, I let myself stay fully inside the moment, without needing to escape ahead of it. Softly, the world came back into focus, and I stayed long enough to feel it. For a long time, I confused numbness with peace, because emptiness felt easier than carrying every feeling fully. I sat through whole conversations without really being inside them, like my heart had gone somewhere far away and forgotten the road back. Then came the first night. I didn't feel numb anymore, not healed, not happy, just suddenly able to feel life touching me again. And strangely, that hurt less than the emptiness had. Like my heart finally waking up after sleeping too long beneath the weight of everything. I started noticing little things again, the warmth hidden in familiar voices, the way music lingered afterward instead of passing straight through me. There were still evenings that felt heavy, still moments I folded inward, but the feeling moved differently now, less like drowning, more like rain passing through. Yes, the first night I didn't feel numb anymore. The sadness still reached me, but it no longer arrived alone. There was something soft around it now, something my body no longer feared completely, like I had finally stopped expecting every feeling to ruin me. I thought healing meant becoming lighter, but maybe healing begins here, the moment your heart starts answering the world again. That was the first night I didn't feel numb anymore. The ache still lives quietly somewhere inside me, but it no longer disconnects me from myself. Without trying to shut it back down, softly, my heart stayed awake, even after the feeling passed. I got good at disappearing without anyone noticing first. answering softly, pulling away little by little, calling it exhaustion. There were weeks I barely recognized my own voice, like something inside me had stepped back too far to reach. And I got tired of it disappearing, tired of leaving myself behind in every room. So I started staying, even when the feeling grew heavy, even when old thoughts returned and settled hard beneath my ribs again. And little by little, something inside me stopped running. There are still evenings where I drift too far into my own mind, still moments I stare out too long before realizing the world kept moving. But I return sooner now, I don't stay lost inside it for hours. The sadness still reaches me, but it no longer takes my whole name with it. Yes, I got tired of it disappearing, tired of treating my heart like something inconvenient, still tender, still unfinished, but no longer abandoning myself because of it. And every piece of grief inside me feels quieter beneath my skin now, like distant rain thinning gradually across dark, empty fields. I thought healing meant becoming someone different, but maybe healing begins here. The moment you stop leaving yourself alone inside the hardest parts of being alive. I got tired of disappearing, the ache still reaches me certain nights, but it no longer pulls me completely away from the life still unfolding around me. And tonight, for once, I let myself remain fully inside the moment, without searching for somewhere else to escape to. Softly, the room stayed still, and for once, so did I. There were years I thought my own mind would undo me. Every fear sounded louder after dark, every quiet moment cut too deep. I spent so much time trying not to feel everything so intensely, like surviving meant becoming smaller than the heaviness inside my chest. But somehow I survive myself, the overthinking, the exhaustion, the constant feeling that something inside me was collapsing. And even now, when sadness returns unexpectedly, it no longer feels like proof that I'm losing who I am again. There are still mornings where my thoughts wake before I do. Still moments my body tightens suddenly before I understand what triggered it. But I stay with myself longer now. I don't disappear into the feeling the same way. The loneliness still reaches me, but it no longer empties the whole sky around me. Yes, somehow I survive myself. Not cleanly, not gracefully, just slowly and more honestly over time. And every piece of grief inside me feels quieter when it returns now, like distant trees bending in cold wind without breaking beneath it. I thought healing meant becoming unshakable, but maybe healing is this: learning your heart can hurt deeply without closing afterward. Somehow I survive myself. The ache still reaches me certain nights, but it no longer becomes the loudest thing inside me. And tonight, for once, I let every unfinished feeling remain where it is, without trying to outrun it first. Softly, the night moved through me, and I remained open. I used to notice every shift in the way people said my name, like my heart stayed permanently waiting for something else to leave. There were evenings one small memory could hollow out the rest of the night. Back when sadness moved through me faster than breathing. But I don't break as easily now. Hurt settles differently these days. It still reaches me sometimes, but it no longer drags my whole world with it. tired hands finally realizing they can loosen without losing everything. I still have mornings where heaviness finds me before words do, but I don't panic the way I once did. I let the feeling arrive fully, and somehow that changed something in me, more than all the years I spent resisting. The sadness still exists, but it no longer sounds like danger. Now I don't break as easily now. The stillness doesn't press so hard anymore. Not stronger, not untouched, just steadier beneath the weight of it all. And every piece of grief inside me feels quieter when it returns, like distant water moving in darkness, too far away to pull me under. I thought healing meant never hurting again, but healing was quieter than that. It was realizing I could survive the feeling without disappearing inside it. I don't break as easily now. The ache no longer floods through every part of me. The sadness still appears without warning sometimes, but it no longer speaks louder than hope. And tonight, for the first time in years, I let my heart stay open to the feeling without being afraid of what it might become. Softly, something inside me steadied and kept beating. I didn't realize how tense I'd become until one afternoon. My shoulders loosened suddenly without me asking them to, like my body had been carrying something long after it ended, holding every hard season deep beneath the surface of my skin. That was when my body finally exhaled, not dramatically, not all at once, just one breath softer than the ones before it. And suddenly the world stopped feeling so sharp around me, like stepping outside barefoot after After years of walking carefully, there are still days my heartbeat rushes ahead of my thoughts. Still moments I tighten my jaw before I notice I'm afraid again. But I soften faster now, I return to myself sooner. The fear still visits sometimes, but it no longer settles into my muscles. Yes, that was when my body finally exhaled. The heaviness loosened quietly, not gone, not erased, just no longer stitched into every movement. And every piece of grief inside me feels lighter beneath my skin now, like dust floating slowly through sunlight after the room finally grows still. I thought healing would happen in my thoughts first, but it began somewhere deeper. The moment my body realized it didn't need to stay braced anymore, that was when my body finally exhaled. The ache still reaches me certain nights, but it no longer curls tightly inside my chest the way it once did. And tonight, for once, I let my whole body rest naturally, without waiting for the next hurt to arrive. Softly, my breathing slowed, and my hands stayed open. There were months I only moved from hour to hour. Wake up tired, carry the weight, make it through the day somehow. I stopped noticing little things, stopped laughing without effort, like part of me had stepped away quietly and forgotten how to return. But the days feel different now, not brighter, not easier, just lighter against my body. And sometimes I catch myself smiling naturally before remembering there was a time I thought that feeling was gone forever. There are still mornings where loneliness reaches me first. Still moments I drift too far into my thoughts without realizing it right away. But the feeling passes differently now. It no longer stays for whole days, like clouds shifting slowly across open skies, without covering everything beneath them. Yes, the days feel different now. The silence no longer empties the room inside me. Not healed, not finished, just more present in my own life again. And every piece of grief I carried feels quieter when it returns, like tired footsteps slowing naturally near the end of a long drive home. I thought healing would feel dramatic, but maybe it feels more like this. One day noticing you started living again without forcing it. The days feel different now. The ache still reaches me unexpectedly sometimes, but it no longer follows me into every moment afterward. And tonight, for once, I let myself feel calm without questioning it, or waiting for it to disappear. Softly, life returned in pieces, and I stayed long enough to notice. Spent years holding everything in, like breaking down would ruin me somehow. Smiling through conversations while my chest quietly tightened underneath them. Even laughter felt exhausting then, like my body forgot how to relax. I carried every hard feeling, as if setting it down meant losing myself. That changed when I stopped needing to be strong every second. When I let the sadness rise without treating it like danger, and all the weight I kept hidden moved differently through me after that. Not gone, not fixed, just no longer crushing everything inside me. There are still mornings I wake uneasy, still moments my thoughts turn against me, but I don't spiral the way I once did. I let the feeling pass through first. Sometimes healing looks smaller than people expect, like answering honestly when someone asks if you're okay, or sitting alone with your own heart without trying to silence it immediately. That changed when I stopped carrying pain like proof of survival, when I stopped believing exhaustion was the same thing as strength, and every piece of grief inside me began loosening little by little, like cold hands warming slowly after holding too much for too long. Thought peace would arrive came quietly instead. The first night I stopped being afraid of my own feelings that changed when I stopped needing to survive every emotion perfectly. The ache still reaches me sometimes, but it no longer decides the shape of my life. And tonight, for the first time in years, I let my heart feel heavy for a while, without believing it would drown me. Softly, I loosened my grip, and my heart kept beating. I got tired of saying I was doing okay, just because I didn't know how else to answer people. There are nights I stayed awake, not crying, not thinking, just too full of something heavy to let myself sleep. Maybe that's the strangest kind of sadness, the kind that barely makes a sound. When my heart got quieter, I finally heard what it needed. Not fixing, not forgetting, just a little kindness while it was breaking. And all the love I thought had vanished still moves softly underneath the pain, like warmth hiding inside cold hands, waiting to be felt again. I stopped reaching for old memories, the way people touch bruises, just to make sure they still hurt. And somewhere along the silence, I began letting the days pass, without asking them to give me back who I used to be. Maybe healing isn't becoming someone new, maybe it's returning gently to yourself. When my heart got quieter, the loneliness stopped feeling endless. Not gone, just softer, like winter finally loosening from the branches. And for the first time in a while, I let the evening move through me slowly. No running, no pretending, just breathing without fighting it. There are still moments I miss, things I can't return to, but the ache doesn't own me the way it used to. And somehow it feels like enough tonight. When my heart got quieter, the whole world softened around the edges, and all the sadness I carried for so long began losing weight inside me. Not suddenly, not beautifully, just slowly, like darkness making room for morning. And for the first time in so long, I didn't need to feel okay to finally rest. Slowly, slowly, I finally rest. I used to keep the television on just to avoid hearing my own thoughts. Anything felt easier than sitting still with whatever lived inside my chest. Some nights I drove for no real reason, just to make the hours move faster. But loneliness always rode beside me, quiet as breathing. Then I let the night pass through me without trying to outrun it. And for the first time in so long, my heart loosened a little in the dark. No answers, no sudden change, just the feeling of finally getting tired of carrying every sadness alone. There are still evenings where missing you arrives unexpectedly, like hearing a song too softly turn away from completely. But it doesn't undo me now the way it once could. The pain moves slower these days, more like weather than a wound. So I let the night pass through me like cold air through open windows, not resisting, not collapsing, just letting myself feel what was there. And somewhere inside all that stillness, the heaviness began loosening quietly, like my soul finally understood it didn't have to survive everything at once. Maybe peace begins this way. The moment you stop asking your heart to heal faster than it can. Now I let the night pass through me, and it no longer empties me completely. The sadness still visits sometimes, but it sits beside me more gently now. And for the first time in years, I don't need to force myself to feel okay, to believe I'll make it through another night. Softly, the night moved through me, and I stayed open. For a while, I stopped feeling like myself. Not suddenly, just through small unnoticed changes. I stopped replying right away. I stopped humming to the radio. I moved through ordinary afternoons like someone carrying invisible bruises. But somewhere I started coming back to myself. In small forgotten moments I almost missed completely, like laughing before thinking, or sleeping without waking up heavy, or realizing the sadness had gone quiet for whole pieces of the day. There are still mornings where loneliness reaches me first, but it no longer follows me everywhere like it once did. I stopped trying to return to the person I was before everything hurt. And somewhere in that letting go, something softer returned to me. Yes, somewhere I started coming back to myself. Now healed, not finished, just easier to recognize again. And every piece of grief inside me feels lighter against my body now, like old winter clothes hanging untouched long after the cold has passed. I thought healing would feel dramatic, but it felt more like this. Looking at my own reflection one morning and no longer feeling far away from it. Somewhere I started coming back to myself. The ache still reaches me certain evenings, but it no longer takes my whole sense of self with it. And tonight, for once, I let myself remain unfinished without mistaking that feeling for failure. Softly, I found pieces of myself again. Waiting where I left them. I used to notice every leaving, every goodbye said a little too fast, every shift in attention, like my body had learned to expect loss before it arrived. Even peaceful moments felt temporary. Part of me stayed alert inside them, waiting for the air to change, waiting for something to disappear. But I don't check the doorway anymore. I don't brace myself every time someone grows quiet. I don't search long pauses for proof I'm about to be left behind again. And somehow that softens something deep inside my chest, like my nervous heart finally realizing not every silence means someone is leaving. There are still evenings where old fear rises before reason does. Still moments I pull inward suddenly without understanding what touched the wound first. But I stay present longer now. I don't vanish into the feeling as easily. The loneliness still brushes against me, but it no longer empties the whole world around me. No, I don't check the doorway anymore. More open, less guarded, less exhausted from anticipating goodbye. And every piece of grief inside me feels quieter beneath my skin now, like loose curtains breathing softly beside an open window after midnight. I thought healing meant finally feeling safe all the time, but maybe healing begins here. The moment your body stops waiting for every beautiful thing to leave. I don't check the doorway anymore. The ache still reaches me certain nights, but it no longer convinces me that love disappears the moment I relax into it. And tonight, for once, I let the quiet settle naturally around me without pulling away from it first. Softly, the doorway stayed open and nothing left. I used to wake up heavy before the day even began, like my heart was already tired of carrying everything again. Now the mornings reach me softer, not easier, just less sharp somehow, like the grief finally loosened its hands around me. Somewhere after the sadness, I found a quieter way to live. Not happier, not untouched, just gentler with myself at night. And all the love that once felt painful settled differently with time, like tears drying slowly on your face after nobody else is awake. Your memory still appears sometimes in small unguarded moments, but it no longer empties the room inside me the way it once did. I stopped asking old feelings to leave all at once, and little by little my heart stopped fearing their return. The sadness, the silence changed its shape. Not lonely, not endless, just quieter than before. piece of grief I carried feels lighter in my chest now, like something finally setting down after traveling too far alone. Maybe peace isn't something sudden. Maybe it's just this: the moment your heart stops bracing for pain every day. Somewhere after the sadness, I learned how to stay with myself again. The ache still lives somewhere inside me, but it no longer speaks for everything. And tonight, for the first time in years, I let the feeling pass through me without turning away from it. Softly, the hurt lost its grip, and I stayed. I still think about you sometimes, in small unguarded moments, like hearing your name in my head before I remember you're gone. It doesn't break me like it used to. The sadness arrives much softer now, more like a slow ache in cold weather than a wave pulling me under. Time didn't heal everything, it just stopped the bleeding quietly. I don't miss you the same way anymore. I don't reach for you inside every silence, and all the love I thought would ruin me moves through my chest more gently now. Somewhere between losing you and learning how to live beside the emptiness, my heart stopped asking the night to return what already left. There were evenings I could barely breathe without reopening old memories, like my mind kept touching the same bruise, hoping it might hurt less this time. But healing is strange like that. It happens while you aren't looking. One day the sadness still exists, but no longer controls the room inside you. Maybe peace isn't forgetting, maybe it's surviving the remembering. I don't miss you the same way anymore. The loneliness feels quieter than before, and every memory that once felt sharp now fades slowly into something warm. No dramatic ending, no sudden release, just time moving carefully through the heart until it loosens what grief used to hold. Part of me will always carry you, but not like a wound anymore. More like a voice I once needed desperately, that that slowly became part of the silence, helping me heal. I don't miss you the same way anymore. The dark doesn't close around me like it did, and all the pieces I thought were broken found softer places to belong. Maybe healing was never moving on. Maybe it was learning this. Love can stay inside your life without continuing to hurt you. And tonight, for the first time in so long, missing you feels quiet instead of lonely. I got used to saying I'm alright before anyone looked too closely. Like maybe if I answered fast enough, nothing inside me would spill open. Tiredness always tells the truth in the long pauses, in the distant eyes, and how hard simple mornings become. That was the weight I stopped hiding, the heaviness beneath my breathing, the quiet panic underneath ordinary days no one else could fully see. And once I stopped covering it up, something inside me, still little, like my heart finally understood. It didn't need to carry everything alone. There are still moments I fold inward, still days that sit heavier than they should. But I no longer treat every sadness like evidence that something's broken in me. Some feelings fade without leaving, others stay but lose their sharpness. And somewhere between those two things I became softer with myself. That was the weight I stopped hiding, the ache underneath my every thought, the silence I kept trying to outrun until it stopped chasing me back. And every piece of grief I carried feels lighter against my ribs tonight, like tired arms finally lowering what they were never built to hold forever. I spent years trying to silence my own heart. Then one evening I listened to it instead, and it sounded tired, not ruined. That was the weight I stopped hiding, and somehow the world felt less frightening after that. still reaches me sometimes, but it no longer empties the whole sky inside me. And tonight I let every unfinished feeling rise and leave without believing it would destroy me again. Softly, the heaviness loosens,